And we are back, coming back with you to another best of 3 ZVP. This time I think it's going to be a little bit closer and a little bit more exciting. It will be Nice versus Impact.
I feel like Zergs everywhere should be tuning into this, tuning in to see how Impact deals with a Protoss player on the caliber of this
He
this
is
Taiwanese Protoss.
probably one of the top ZVP players in Korea, I would say. But that is neither here nor there. I forgot to ask you if you want to intro, but I guess I'm just going to take Impact for now. We have in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Whoa, drones, please.
Yeah, I
calm
saw
down.
that.
Calm down. We have in the look. Impact's APM is just way too high, man. Spotting in the bottom left-hand corner of the map of Eternal Empire LE, we have representing Team Laupo, which, fun fact, is one of the ways to say grandmother. The Yellows also playing for Korea, we have Impact.
And in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss representing KaiZ Gaming, KZG. It is nice.
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 Yeah, so I was gonna say, Impact, man, he is up there as one of the top PvZ players in Korea. He has his, rivalry going on with Zest. And I think as we saw in last week's qualifiers, the NA qualifiers in particular, Zest is on a roll lately, and at the latest Oli League, Impact was the one to take him to the Ace match.
Kind of. So in the latest Oli League, Zest actually lost to Ragnarok in the finals, but
yeah, but I mean before that in semis.
Yeah, he did actually take it to the Ace match against Zest, which was pretty.
And I gotta say, Zest has been on an absolute tear lately. I think he's starting to regain a bit of his form from back in the day.
For sure. We have seen a lot of Zest on this channel over the last week or so, casting these IEM qualifiers. But what I was going to say was Impact did go for a pull first. He did go for an early gas as well. So he is looking to either apply link pressure or be safe against proxies.
And this should deal quite a lot of damage if he does go for that link pressure, though, because that is an open wall.
It is an open wall. Nice being a little bit greedy, getting out that Adept. I feel like if Impact had gone straight for the wall, he probably could have gone in with his links. But, he's just being a little bit safe.
This doesn't have a lot, though.
Yeah, he does have them at the, at the watchtower, at the third. He's just trying to make sure that he doesn't, die to anything, too early. And, yeah, he's looking to just safely transition as he does get a third base behind this as well.
And a third base, he does it nice, meanwhile, going for that Stargate opening that we've seen of him so far. Going for the Phoenix first this time, though.
Yeah, switching things up.
So he might be going for, I want to say Phoenix Adept, but he's getting a pair of Adepts, so...
I mean, typically we do see Protoss players, they get one Adept, one Phoenix, and then start working on an Oracle. But we could see him go, Mass Phoenixes, but...
There's an Oracle, though.
Oracle. Yeah.
Why do you always gotta crush my dreams, Protoss players? God.
But, Impact, he does have an Overlord to scout. He does see this basically straight away. So he knows, what's coming. Should be fine. Eventually we should see spores on the way. We already have a spore in the main. That's all good.
Yep. And no spores in natural, but to make up for that, an extra queen. Take notes, right?
Let's have 2 queens at the natural, and he's getting spores at the third as well. We'll see if Nice is able to get anything done with this Oracle.
He'll at least get a bit of scouting. Ooh, can he kill some Overlords? So that could be what he wants to do, definitely with this one Phoenix. It's a little bit funny because do you think Impact... I'm imagining a scenario where Impact sees that. He's like, oh yeah, it's just a loop for scouting. Doesn't feel like it's real. Meanwhile, there are no queens over here.
Yeah, yeah, he does get a couple of transitioning drones, but only two, you know, not too bad. But the
A
Oracle does
nice
have
little
plenty of
pull
health.
towards, yeah. Nice little quick pull towards the center of the spore. Impact is still not getting a spore on that natural base, and he's sticking with queens to defend that, which I find really interesting. What do you think is the idea behind this?
Yeah, I guess it's, you know, he's just trying to save as much resources as he can and not making that extra spore,
Right.
I guess. And like
And
it'll
getting
work
queens
out if
now will help out in the long run, I suppose.
I mean it'll work out if he doesn't get hit at that natural by oracles later on, but we'll see as the game progresses.
All right, bit of a bit of a depth pressure coming down here, but there are no glaives, and these queens are really starting to snipe a lot of them off. That's one adept, two adept. Can he get a third? He does get a third and a fourth. Only one adept manages to make it out there. Masterful defense by Impact, I would say, but it's not over yet. The oracles are in the natural, but a quick drone pull away, and dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That goes back to what we were saying, where Impact chose not to get a spore in that natural, and he kind of suffered for it because he had to pull all his queens to defend the third, and he didn't have them in the natural. And now, he's gonna lose another queen. Oh my god, these oracles, man.
Well, we'll see how that plays out. A lot of drones have gone down from Impact. In fact, he's losing even more. But the actually, Dice has defended that third base of his.
Impact tried to counterattack.
A little bit greedy.
Yeah, Impact tried to counterattack, but there were sentries and SimCity there to defend, so Nice was able to hold.
Nice really likes the sentries, doesn't he?
Yeah,
last game.
You need them, especially against like counter link pressure.
I suppose to quote the words of Bisu, with this unit, I will be invincible. Talking about the sentry, of course.
Yeah, and Nice, you know, he's
got a little bit of damage in there.
Yeah, he keeps diving in, getting a handful of workers diving out. It's, you know,
he's really not risking too much. He's not being too greedy with this.
Yeah, he shouldn't be losing too much health. But ooh, look at that, mate.
That is what I was looking at. Have my eyes on that. This is how Impact wins this game, man.
I mean, you say that.
Oh, never mind. He's going for the wrong unit. Never mind.
He is getting a Spire, but it has already been scattered from Nice. I think that's why Mutas wouldn't be very good in this situation.
He's also getting the wrong unit.
Well, again, like Mutas unscattered would be great, but you know, Nice already sort of has a game.
You know, just micro forehead.
So we do have Corruptors coming out, which is interesting to say the least. I guess Impact, he's planning to set up for potential future Brood Lords, I guess.
It could also be a potential Corruptor Ling Bane type of push, which isn't very common, but it can definitely work.
I mean, he is getting roaches out, as well as working on those range upgrades as well. I guess he's trying to pick off what he can with these Corruptors.
He's also getting melee damage, though.
Yeah, I'm just not too sure what he plans to get done with these Corruptors. Like, he's diving in, and they're not going to be here to defend.
I'm guessing multi-prong if I really had to give you an answer right now.
Yeah, I don't know. This push is looking kind of scary.
It is looking very scary, especially with how many sentries of high energy there are.
Exactly.
And there's not a lot here for Impact. You might catch
there's only a couple of
roads.
Yeah, there's only a couple of Banelings being morphed.
Files do not help at all when there are that many force fields.
But he's pushing through.
A lot of those force fields, though.
Yeah, and his Banelings got in. They connected with the Stalkers, and he should be able to clean this up if there's enough transfuses.
But he did look forward. Nice hit.
Yeah, all the Ravagers are going down, but there are
high energy queens are starting to get targeted. So the queens are still alive. One of them is in so low health. Yeah. And the Corruptors came back and were able to snipe the Warp Prism. So this does shut down Nice's push. Very nicely done from Impact.
Honestly, I feel like if he didn't shut down that Warp Prism, Impact may have lost. Like, Nice would have been able to reinforce and maybe like push Impact over the edge, because Impact did only have 3 queens at the end of that. I mean, and a handful of wings.
So well, I can't believe that one queen also made it out of there alive, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking of. But yeah, now Impact is starting to turn the tables quite a bit, going for a couple of run-bys.
Yeah.
It's not want to
I mean,
waste them when he does see the sentries, but
yeah, it's hard though because Nice, he's looking in kind of a rough position because Impact, like he got away with getting a fourth base up and droning it up. Like he didn't get any economic damage taken to him. So he's looking to apply pressure now. But at the same time, we do have this War Prism coming out, and there's nothing really here to defend. There's gonna be a Spore.
I mean, Queens are pretty good, right?
Yeah,
and this is
but
going to be looking like a very deadly push from Impact, especially considering that he's splitting up the army of Nice with these Corruptors.
for sure, for sure. On the other side of the map, Nice is trying to harass with these Zealots. Oh, he's gonna get a lot of damage done with this.
He could get that hatch, and he will go for it. Impact will actually be pushed back. He's moving his entire army back.
Yeah.
He did
I also just realized
Nice cancel his fourth, but
yeah, oh, he's recalling out.
Yeah, he is. And he already killed that fourth base, so they're even, or even not even. Nice is actually slightly ahead.
Yeah. Impact tried to go for a Baneling run by, but only managed to get 2 workers in the end.
He did get 2 workers, but he did boost the army quite a bit. And considering that there is this second push coming down from Impact, his +2 range is already completed, pissing all over this Nexus. Just continuing to split apart the Stalkers away from the main army.
Yeah, it's really important to know that Impact keeps denying that fourth base, but at the same time, Impact did lose his own, and it was cancelled as well. Or was that a kill, actually?
I believe it was a cancel. Let's check the units last tab. It was in fact a cancel.
Okay.
But yeah, Impact just goes for the other location with the rich Vespine gas. He has no anti-air. He's trying to chase down this Warp Prism.
Yeah, he did lose his Corruptors earlier. Yeah.
Let's go for Queens and this is actually keeping Impact so far back.
Exactly, like he's staying back at home when he could be applying pressure across the map, but this Warp Prism is just keeping him here. We have Storm on the way as well.
And those 3 weapons gonna be about finished up for Nice, but still, I have to say, I still much favor Impact in this position right now.
Well, now is the time. Now is the time for that Muta switch. 15 Mutas are on the way, and he's going to be able to pick off the War Prism at least with them.
Yeah, he will. He can also just hang back and clean up the Zealots, no worries, with the Mutas, and push in with the rest of his army. He's not really doing that right now, but I'm just saying he could.
He has options, at least. When it comes to like unit defense, especially because Mutas are pretty fast to move around the map. So he could use them for defense, and then they can reinforce the army at the front.
It looks like he's not really worried about this War Prism right now, though.
Yeah.
He's not with his Mutas.
I'm just a little bit worried though because he's going in with the Mutas, but Storm is already done as well, so he does. It is already
done, but Nice's army is far out of position. Waste these Banelings though. Don't even get to connect with the Archons, and this is still a really large army by Impact, but I think it's about to get flanked. Nope, Impact will meet it on even grounds. And he is still harassing the base of Nice.
There's not that much here from Impact, though. Bear in mind that all of these high tempo have... Yes, so many Storms ready.
But other than Storm, they don't really have much. Impact can't really pounce on this quite yet because of the Archons and the Immortals. But again, he's distracting his army. He's being very annoying with his Mutas. I don't know if it's biased, but I think Impact is still looking a lot stronger right now. Well, we'll see. Like... He did just get his Infestation Pit. He hasn't gotten his Hive yet. He's still on 4 bases. No, actually, he's on 5 bases now.
Honestly, if it wasn't for these Mutas, I feel like Nice probably could have pushed in and like even further on Impact.
He would have had the army supply to do so.
Yeah.
Because he had to keep all these Stalkers back.
It's important to note that these Mutas will eventually be cleaned up, but behind that, Impact, he's maxed out. He's getting his Ling, Roach, Bane army set up, and
and that is the killing blow, I think.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Nice. He's gonna just hang in there. He still can at least deflect this, but Impact is not taking any chances.
How much was that? 4 or 5? 4 or 5 high tempo with full energy.
How much energy does it take? Like 25, 50? I believe it's 50. Yeah, I believe it's 50 energy, or maybe 75. No, it's 50. So what was that? Like 8 storms? That's what happens when you leave them exposed like that, man.
Losing all of that hurts so much, especially on the follow-up, because he has, like, he remade these High Templar, but they have so low energy. They don't have anywhere near as much storm capability as
They
they
only
had
have
before.
1 storm each now. Think about that. Whereas previously, they had like...
storms, regardless...
12.
Yeah, storms regardless do deal a lot of damage, and if he gets like the perfect storms, he can still push away or even win an engagement against Impact's army. So we will see, because like bear in mind, Impact he's sticking with this.
Impact's army though, it's just huge. A lot of the what they call it, Banelings actually aren't getting quite the connections that they want, but the rest of them will, and that's nice out of storms. And Impact's still up in army. He did eat a lot of those storms though, and it's never good. But the Wingedlings are here, the Linked Hussars, if you will. GG is called, and Impact showing you why he is the top ZVP player in Korea. Other than, I suppose, Dark.
It's important to say one of the top ZVP players.
One of the top, yeah.
Yeah, GG. Well played. Impact going up 1-0 in this series. We'll be getting ready for game number 2, which will be on Trident, actually. LE.
Well, it should be if nothing else happens.
For sure, for sure. But yeah, like, nicely done from Nice. Like,
absolutely.
He played fairly well. It did just kind of come down to losing all of those High Templar with all of that energy. Like, it hurt a lot seeing that happen.
Well, I think Impact was also doing a very good job of deflecting, because as we saw in that series versus Johan, Nice's big thing is early adept timings. So he go early adept timings to set up a mid game push, and his early adept timing didn't really do too much. His oracles definitely did, to the point where his mid game push could have killed Impact, but I think Impact he did get a little bit lucky with his queens, or a little bit clutch rather than luck. It really could have gone either way, but it went Impact's way.
When you think about it, it did kind of come down to Impact going Spire. Like, if it wasn't for those Corruptors, he wouldn't have been able to kill that War Prism and like stop the reinforcements.
Defeat in detail. And all of those other sort of words. Oh, yeah, Golden's in this, whatchamacallit. And speaking of which, in the top left-hand corner of the map, sweating in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the not quite gold. It's definitely very, very yellow, like a bright, I would say a very aggressive yellow, which does definitely fit the motif, the play style of this player. This player, of course, that I'm talking about will be representing Korea, and he does play on Team Laopor, TLE. We have, no wait, TP. No, yeah,
LP.
No, wait. Team TLP. We have the Yellow Zug. We have the Motherfucking Pimpact.
And in the bottom right-hand corner of Trident LE, down 1-0 in this series, but will he be able to bring it back? He is representing Taiwan as well as Kai Z Gaming. It is Nice.
I just remembered that it is abbreviated TLP, so it would be TLP or LP. Yeah, so would it be like LPE or whatever I was saying?
I don't know where the E came from. It was very confusing. I didn't quite get that, but okay. Okay. Already an interesting divergence in opening builds. Impact going for that pool gas.
I was actually Yeah, I was actually informed about this last Saturday when doing the whatchamacallit league by, I believe it was Scruffy? Or maybe it was Nameless, I don't remember. But yeah, this is the more common variation of 3 hatch before speed, or the more common one in Korea. In EU, we tend to see a lot of sort of 3 hatch, then pool, or 3 hatch, or like hatch, gas, hatch, pool. But in Korea, it's quite a bit different. It's rather hatch, pool, gas, hatch, which is just a little bit safer in the early game.
Yeah, for sure.
Still get 3 hatcheries before speed, though.
That is like the downside of this is speed is delayed, but you know that's how the matchup works.
You can't,
I guess nowadays.
I mean, if you do get away with it, you get quite a bit of an economic boost. Not quite as much as if you went 3 hatchery 4 pool, but definitely does leave you a little safer.
Yeah, and it will depend on Impact's micro to make sure, you know, the adepts don't deal any like unnecessary damage. I guess kind of like the dance in TvZ against Reapers in a way.
Yep.
Yeah.
The death dance.
Yeah, and just like last game, Nice, he's going for the same opener, going for that Phoenix first. Ooh, switching things up though, actually.
Phoenix, though.
Yeah, but Impact will be able to see that.
Yeah. This could be very deadly if Impact sticks to what he did last game, which was just rely on the Queens for anti-air. Does not see this gateway explosion of Nice, but I think just based on the previous game, should at least suspect something is up.
I would say not, actually. Nice, he just tricked Impact. He just cancelled the Phoenix. Like, as soon as
he pulled a classic.
Yeah, as soon as the Overlord died, he canceled the Phoenix, and then he threw down everything. So he's banking on...
classic.
Exactly. Yeah. So right now, Impact, he's getting spores everywhere. He's expecting, you know, Stargate, he's droning up. Yeah, he's droning up as well, which is the important part, where he's not making units. And potentially he won't be ready for this. It will depend. Impact, he does have Lings out on the map, and so he will have to try and scout and see what exactly he is up against, because if this blindsides him, then this could be devastating.
It could be, but keep in mind that, again, as we were saying, this early game opening is very, very greedy, and we're starting to get to the point of the game where that greed could really very much pay off.
Or it could be his downfall. We'll see.
Well, Glaze is still a little while away. So.
Yeah, he's getting a Baneling nest, so it should be done in time. Whether or not he makes Baneling straight away and he has Banelings like for defense, you know, it's like we have yet to see. But yeah, okay, he's making nothing but Lings. Again, Lings don't trade too well against Adepts. Especially
well, they don't, but if you can get a really good surround, that's a lot of Adepts, though. If they just huddle up together, I don't really see Impact causing a lot of damage with his Lings.
I feel like it's going to be all about the Baneling hits, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
much
he's
like
making
the
them.
previous game.
For sure.
He's also going into Hydras now, which I think is the right choice to make.
Right, it's happening. He's moving out. He's going for it.
It's happening. Impact does see a little bit. And this should tip him off now. No, Nice actually killing a couple of these scouts.
Yeah, he did only send a couple of Adepts
and he
up
forces
front.
Impact forward.
Yeah, now he knows. 100%. He's like, oh my god, there are all these Adepts coming out.
Look at that, it's like a cube.
Oh my god, he's a Baneling! Oh, why? Nice, please!
And that's half of the Adepts gone. A very, very nice location. Another good Baneling hit. And that's the Adept push.
Yeah.
Down the toilet.
He just shaded right into the Banelings, and just like that, Impact was able to hold the push him back.
Remember when I told you that this variation is a little bit safer than the Clash build?
Yeah, and we'll see. Like, Nice, he is getting ready for a second push, but now, like, Impact,
he does have a decent amount of supply, but yeah, absolutely. He does have I was going to say, he does have a decent amount of supply with this push. He's also getting the Warp Prism on the way, but yeah, he's getting the Hydra then. Hasn't lost a single worker.
I will say
worker,
the one
not lurker.
The one thing is, these
and he's going to counterattack.
Okay, he does manage to plug up that wall. Eventually, these Lings could potentially push through, but on the other side of the map, Nice is now engaging.
We'll see if Nice is focused on his defense or on his aggression. A couple of Hydras are starting to come out with grooved spines. This could be really tricky for Nice.
Yeah, like especially because the longer this goes on, the more Hydras are gonna pop
Loses
out.
the Phoenix unnecessarily. Oh no. Nice.
It's going to be all about these force fields and trying to block off as many bandings as he can.
Trying to get us around here, Impact will.
Yeah, he's committing to it.
Yeah, there are no Avengers this time. So this is pretty nice.
The force fields were okay, but like that was kind of a waste. Yeah, exactly. He has no more energy. He has a couple of force fields left, but
he did buy a little bit of time for his depth, so if that does anything, yeah. Impact is being a little bit greedy right now, and he does not manage to connect with anything.
Yeah. The shape is just in time.
And this could be what cripples Impact.
Yeah. Oh, he commits to it though. He does run into the veins.
Yeah, he does. And I think we've just seen the ball swing back into Impact's favor. Impact gonna flank this once again with some winged Lings. Or Linged Hussars, if you will.
Ooh, Nice could actually snipe that
from Impact, but he could try.
Yeah.
Say, little drones are now down from Impact, but he just droned up way too much.
Yeah, he's focusing it down with the Immortals. He may. Oh no, he's
not.
Yeah,
no,
he's not focusing it.
These queens are full of energy, and this is a lot of anti-air. If you're Nice, you would start getting the heck out of there.
Yeah. He does kind of equalize. So. Yeah, he does equalize the working out, which is nice. But when it comes to the army supply, like it is just getting bigger and bigger. Nice. And again, because of the queens, because of the injects, like Impact's macro,
because of the macro hatch, because of the fact that Nice is still on 2 bases.
Yeah, exactly.
Impact is not even taking any unnecessary risk right now. He's getting his Roach Warren and his Spire just cause, really. I can't think of any other reason to do this.
Well, he's looking to transition just in case this game continues. Oh, but
which it might not. Nice is committed.
Yeah, this is it. This is his final push, and
I think he's all in at this point. Very nice force fields, though. Does manage to isolate the queens, but there's a lot behind this. And once again, Nice is committing to this. This is very much an all-in. The force field does not really isolate anything. This one does at least block quite a bit. Things will get in. And Impact is now forced to pull his drones. This might be the damage that Nice is looking to do, but I still don't think it's going to be enough. Losing one Immortal is not enough. Losing the Warp Prism is not going to help things either. And Impact is going to move forward in this bracket. Now, I gotta say, that was some really, I want to say, questionable decision-making from Nice. Because I feel like he had it for quite a while, but he kind of just gave the momentum back to Impact a couple of times.
Sort of. It did kind of come down to Nice investing so much into that like hidden like push, and then just committing to a shade where he lost like half of his adepts, and with that, like any momentum that he had, it was just kind of hard to recover after that. Yeah. So it was just a rough situation to be in. And yeah, well played from Impact as well, being able to have like a pretty solid defense ready for the adepts, regardless, even though he didn't really scout it. It's good.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of the hatch build, I would say. It does allow you to get away with quite a bit while still having a little bit of a safety net. I gotta say though, if Impact did not scout that and did not get into position, zilch. Just crack. Ooh, interesting update on this bracket. Astria beating Tasia 2-0.
Nice.
No, Nice just got taken out.
Yeah.
by Impact.
We
And of
will
that,
be,
I think, yeah.
yeah, we will be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll try and find another series. Don't go anywhere.